Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the House of Thrillers. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. Read my novels and other works in the public domain and submissions from people like you. This morning we're going to be reading Edwin Chadwick's report on the sanitary condition of the laboring population of Great Britain in 1842. This reading officially kicks off a new series of basic documents of the modern Western world. Good morning, Zindy Papa, Zindy Papa, Zindy Papa. It's great to see you. Good morning. Life's a hobby. Life's a hobby. Top of the morning to you. Hello, Miss Sandra Pink. Sandra Pink Paranormal. Welcome to the House of Thrillers. Stick around. It's getting real exciting around here. Like I said, I want to just do some reading on these important documents that I think have a clear-cut message about the state of affairs and things that go on in the world. Susanna Scully. It's bright and early over here at the House of Thrillers. Good morning, Khadija. Welcome to the show. They're coming in, Sharon. I just threw a little bit of some stuff together last night. I wanted to get this series kicked off. Got some pretty cool background music that I created with Stable Audio AI. I put some background music to the reading, and some of the images that I created were from 1840s England. Certainly not a great time to live by any means. Sound check, Khadija. How we sound this morning? Check. Let's get up there. Check. Ooh, don't want that. Come on. Get them off the sound. Right. Check. Good. Yeah, this one's on a little bit more of a serious note, but we do a lot of fun things around here. Sometimes our chat can get out of control in the evening. Everybody's having a good time. But in all seriousness, I read things that hold significance or highly entertaining. And I've got some ideas that y'all getting ready to find out here soon. Got a big announcement I'm going to make tomorrow. Maybe even tonight. Letty me. Well, it must be like late afternoon, early evening over there, huh, Letty? Susanna? Y'all gonna kick back and listen to me read for a little bit this morning. Put some music to a poem. Any recommendations on AI? Well, I haven't been messing with the music part of it too much. It's called Stable. Let me back that up. Hang on. It's called Stable Audio. Yeah. I think there's something to be said about this document that I'm going to read. It shows you what happens when society breaks down and, they can't keep sanitation in check. It could be after like natural disasters or other things too, but Professor Scully. Want y'all to pay attention, class. Yeah. How you doing this morning, Khadija? I know you always up at the crack of dawn, ready to get it. You working today, darling? I know Suzanne's over there working hard. That big 20K plus YouTube channel on the road to 100K. I get that silver button. Cindy Papa. Sandra, I know you've been putting out some good content lately too. Well, good morning, Mrs. Enderscare. Great to see you. Mrs. Enterscare, I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. I read my novels. I've written a few other works in the public domain and submissions from people like you. And I do it with an ASMR twist, so hey, Enterscare. What's up, buddy? Great to see y'all this morning. I do readings, and then I do like roll calls where we just hang out and listen to cool music, and I get off on some ASMR riffs and things like that. Pugwall. It's Pugwall 316. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Enderscare. Gifted one Scully's House of Thriller membership. It's going to Sable's music video. Thank you so much. We have a pretty good bit of emojis. Back in December, I was kind of close to 150 members when I got really sick. But most of my moderators have their own emojis. And if you scroll over, if you're on a PC, you can scroll over their name and see who they belong to. I'm sure we'll have one or two of our moderators in here. Truthfully, I don't normally go live this early in the morning. I'm usually a night owl. Oh, thank you. I like all that pretty color in the chat. Hey, there's one of my great moderators right there, Mr. Sean Gorman from Pittsburgh. Big supporter of the channel. How you doing this morning, man? I'm gonna read something pretty cool this morning. I don't know, maybe it's not for everybody, but hey, House of Thrillers open for breakfast. That's right, Sean. Mr. Gorman has his own emoji. Looks like that. Yeah, I've been up all of the night working on getting this ready for this morning, but for those of y'all who are just getting here and some new faces here, a lot of times I'll read and then take a break or whatever. We just kind of play it by ear, but it's most of my narrations I do live, and I may remaster some of the better ones later. Oh, heck yeah. I'm glad that y'all know each other. Yeah, I was over there the other night. That was a cool live stream. Ting, 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 ting. We're getting ready to do I'm working on a couple of episodes of Three's Company. I got a couple of people going to be reading some skits with me with Three's Company. There he is. There he is. Yeah, I don't know if Izzy Sean, did you see Izzy changed her name to Izzy Designs? I'm glad you're here too, Sandra. It's always cool when we can catch each other live. I don't know. A bunch of these narrators out here, they're just, they seem to be islands among themselves, but I've got a big change. It's a big announcement coming up later tonight or tomorrow, whenever I can finalize all of the arrangements, but I've got some exciting news for the channel. Yeah, I don't know what to say about Izzy and having to kind of hit the restart button on her channel. It just sucks. Yeah, I've got these audio tracks that I put together for these background images. I don't know how cheesy some of it might sound, but I'll turn it down. It's just some background clutter and stuff from like what went on in the 1840s in London. I'm a little bit of a slowpoke in the morning, so once I get into the reading, I'm probably not going to stop for a minute. So, Sean, you're not working this weekend? I know they over at the Ender Scare Sleep. I know they've got some things coming up soon. They're uploading bangers on a regular basis. I'm working out of EV Mux software, similar to kind of a cross between Streamlabs and StreamYard. I don't know. I constantly battle with my internal mic and the mic that's controlled by the broadcast. Sandra's got a cool channel too, Sean. Another great narrator and paranormal twist to it. I'm so excited to reveal my new thing coming up. But I have to kind of wait for a little bit. Sunday to Wednesday, all right. Yeah, we'll have to do a collab, Enter Scare. You got a real phenomenal channel going over there, and it's not by fluke that you get that big, so Is that an Aztec death whistle? I've said I'm jealous. I want one. See how many early birds we got out there. Yeah, I think oh gosh, we get so many. Most of the memberships are gifted, so I get confused about who gifts who and how they do it. I just wish that people in the chat would get the memberships first. Hey, Steve-O, what's up? Burnt flowers falling. How you doing? We'll try to get it here in the morning and do some more of these basic documents of the modern Western world. And today we start our series off with Edwin Chadwick's report on the sanitary condition of the laboring population of Great Britain in 1842. Quite a significant document. Glitter world, glitter world. Good morning, darling. Ting, 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 ting. Y'all cozy in. I'm getting ready to start reading. Gemma's journey grace, Gemma Sky, Gemma ting, ting, ting. The mic is hot. The mic, check. Gemma Sky, Gemma tingle. How you doing, Glitter? It's Super Lady. Super tingle. Super tingles. Grand rising, everyone. Welcome, class. It's Professor Scully. Super tingle. Everybody got their coffee? Airflow up in here. I hope you're doing well. I am, darling. I'm working on your accent, your voice. You love my super class. You get a super A+, Scully. Well, thank you very much. Gemma's journey, right? It's Gemma's journey. Right. You're welcome. Chronic. in the house. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Scully, shut your slow poke. Super Lady, you a brand account? We can get you a gifted membership. Oh, I usually got Izzy here to tell y'all how to turn that on, but I'm doing great, Gemma. I think my voice is ready to go. Super Lady's got a super cool gaming channel, and the way she narrates and entertains the chat. It's, well, you just got to get over there and check it out. Oh yeah, you been singing? Oh, okay. We definitely going to check it out before you show you good time. Yeah. Gemma, what you got coming out today? Hope everyone's doing okay. Glitter tingles, glitter tingles. Coffee or bacon, coffee or bacon. My bro Joe Hojo, my bro Joe Hojo, welcome. Alright, I got the documents right here. Edwin Chadwick's report on the sanitary condition of the laboring population of Great Britain, 1842. Creepypasta. Hey. All the narrators coming in this morning. Cool. Yeah, grab you a coffee there, Sean. Howdy, Super Lady. Monarch alert, monarch. Let me go brush my teeth. Boom chicka rah. Boom chicka meow. Chronic scrub. Tinkle. The depravity of mankind. I'd like to welcome you to the House of Thrones. Today, We're going to be reading Edwin Chadwick's report on the sanitary condition of the laboring population of Great Britain, 1842. Kind of loud. Yeah, sorry, guys. Don't know if I like that or not. The tenor of much information respecting the condition of many of the laboring classes in Somerset, where the deaths from the 4 classes of disease were still higher than in the 2 other counties, which amounted during 1 year to 5,417, is exhibited in the sanitary report of Mr. Jane Gain, the medical officer of the Axbridge Union, who states that the situation of this district where the diseases herein mentioned prevail is a perfect flat called the South Marsh, in the main road between Bristol and Bridgewater. There are numerous ditches for the purpose of drainage. The cottages of the poor are mostly of a bad description, frequently mud wall and often situated close to the dikes, where the water for the most part is in a state of stagnation. Oftentimes not more than 1 room for the whole family, sometimes 2, one above the other. With the really poor, the latter is seldom to be met with. Pigsty, where the inmates are capable of keeping a pig, is frequently attached to the dwelling, and in the heat of summer produces a stench quite intolerable. The want of space, however, prevents it from being otherwise. The regular poorhouse, those mentioned above being detached cottages, and most of the parishes in this district are of a much worse description. Several large families existing under the same roof, occupying only 1 room each family, and having but 1 entrance door to the dwelling. Here filth and poverty go hand in hand without any restriction and under no control. Hey, Mark. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Wonderful to see you. The accumulation of filth being attributable to the want of proper receptacles for refuse, and the indolent and filthy disposition of the inhabitants. In no instance have such places been provided. The floors are seldom or never scrubbed, and the parish authorities pay so little attention to these houses that the walls never get whitewashed from one end of the year to the other. The windows are kept airtight by the stuffing of some old garments, and every article for use is kept in the same room. The outhouse is close to the building where all have access, and producing a most intolerable nuisance. In a locality naturally engendering malaria, the diseases with which the poor are for the most part afflicted are fevers such as are stated in this report, and which sometimes run into a low typhoid state. Hey, Frank. Carrie, good morning. Good morning. The neighborhood in general is considered in a good state of drainage, as will admit. Check. Let's try that again. The neighborhood in general is considered in as good a state of drainage as it will admit of. The occurrence of disease among the poor population is, for the most part, at spring and autumn. In those times, agues and fevers prevail. Smallpox and scarlet fever are met with at all seasons of the year, but prevail as epidemics, the former in spring and summer, and the latter about autumn or the beginning of winter. I attribute the prevalence of diseases of an epidemic character, which exists so much more among the poor than among the rich, to be from the want of better accommodation. Their dwellings, instead of being built of solid materials, are complete shells of mud on a spot of waste land, the most swampy in the parish. This is to be met with almost everywhere in rural districts. To the want of better clothing, being better fed, more attention paid to the cleanliness of their dwellings, and less congregated together. The health of persons, even where a large family is, and where a superior cottage accommodation is afforded to them, is much better generally than others less advantageously situated. The influence over their habits will also be very beneficial. They will be less likely to run to a beer house with their last penny. Comforts of a home after the toils of the day keep them by their own fireside. They become better contented, less liable to disease, make better husbands, better fathers, better neighbors, and with each other better friends. There is a subject which I wish particularly to press on the attention of the commissioners. Presence throughout the country and to be found in every parish of low lodging houses where persons of the lowest grade of society, beggars, thieves, and such like, take up a temporary abode in passing from one part of the kingdom to another, bringing with them the seeds of infectious diseases and oftentimes the actual disease itself into a neighborhood previously in a comparative state of health. I have observed where persons are living in a locality habitually affected with malaria, that when becoming convalescent from any other disease, are often attacked with ague, more particularly among the poorer classes. It's Fisa, Niena, Fisa, ska. Super lady, super lady, super lady. Art of morbid. Brojo, Hojo. Monarch Smart TV. Visa Niena. You know what? I need to turn that down a little bit for crying out loud. There is a class of persons called the second poor, who for the most part are constantly employed throughout the year as farmers, laborers, and who are in much better circumstances than those to whom I have above alluded. They have much better cottage accommodation. Their house is being provided with one, sometimes two day rooms, two bedrooms, a pantry, and other conveniences for fuel and refuse, and whose general health and condition is much better than those less advantageously situated. Therefore, detached cottages for the poor, with a moderate sized day room, two or three bedrooms, a pantry, receptacles for refuse and for fuel, with casement windows or some such contrivance for ventilation, will be a blessing to them. Somebody say yoga. Yeah, this is really an important historical document, but it gets better here. They're just kind of laying out the groundwork. He puts it to him softly at first and hits him hard later. Monarch, you getting that worm this morning? The early bird? Decided to stay up last night and put this together. I got a big announcement coming later this evening as well. Yeah, I see you, Monarch. I got the same thing on my mind. Yeah, Sandra, I always look forward to your productions. And I love listening to me some Super Lady. What'd you say? Dylan, you son of a... Okay. Rowan, what's up? There's early bird Rowan. Damn, I got through all those tracks already? No way. Oh, maybe I did. I'll keep running those 7 tracks. Good morning, mountain girl. It's NH Mountain Girl. Scuss. Rowan, tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. Super Scud. Mute that for 1 second. Well, that does sound about perfect on the audio. A&H, I was going to run y'all's live stream from last night. I didn't quite got to it yet, but looked like y'all were going for a while. Rowan, what you been up to, man? Man, I'm gonna tell you what. Let me look at something here. I'm gonna tell you what some jacked up shit is like. I'm not subscribed to you right now, and that ain't no way that I undid that. So, what the heck? 11 days, man, I missed so many videos. can't even imagine how that happened. You know, you hear like you get unsub from people sometimes, but most of the time I think it's a bunch of bull, you know, but like literally crazy, man. I mean, you know, I love your work, so, and you get lost in the mix, man. Like a little bit of time going by. Hojo been rocking it out over there at his channel too, man. Carrie, I'm feeling pretty good. How about yourself? Did y'all get a picture of that aurora last night? Wati being a beach, huh? Oh, good deal. Carrie Scott. Yeah, I can't wait to make my big announcement tonight. It's super cool, super cool. Like super lady. You know what cracks me up? Damn, lost 30 pounds, got promoted to area manager, recently celebrated my 25th anniversary. Don't worry about my channel, buddy. I only do it as a hobby. I got you. What was I gonna say? Nightmare. Yeah, you must be light on your feet. Yeah, you couldn't get a shot of it, Mountain Girl? Dr. Edward Knight gives the following description of the sanitary condition of the town of Stafford during the year ending September 29th, 1839. There have been in the fever wards connected with the Stafford County General Infirmary 76 cases of fever, of which number 10 have died, and the remaining 66 were discharged, cured. Far greater part of these cases commenced in the town of Stafford, some being brought to the infirmary in a dying state, which gives a greater rate of mortality. Although the fever wards are well arranged and every comfort and attention provided for the patients, there is a general dislike on the part of the poor to be removed to them from their own houses, except in cases of actual necessity. Owing to this and the filthy state of those parts of the town occupied exclusively by the lower classes, as the broad eye, back walls, and etc., we have generally more or less of for infectious diseases during the autumn and winter months in each year, and Although such diseases do not extend their ravages to the more respectable inhabitants, the above form but a very small portion of the cases which occur. There is not any provision made for waste, dirt, which to cause least trouble is thrown down in front of the houses, and they're left to putrefy. The back entrances to the houses in the principal street are generally into these stables and the cow houses. Ones belonging to them forming on one side of the street. In the manure, refuse, vegetable matter, etc., carried into the street, placed opposite to the poorhouses, so that they are continually subjected to the malaria arising from that, in addition to their own dirt. The sedentary occupation of the working classes, shoemaking being the staple trade of the town, their own want of cleanliness and general intemperance form also a fruitful source of disease. One half of the week is usually spent in the public houses. The other half they work night and day to procure the necessary subsistence for their families. There is a great want of improvement in the moral character of the poor. They can obtain sufficient wages to support their families respectably, but they are improvident and never make any provision against illness. A local act for the improvement of the town empowers the commissioners to remove nuisances, but no notice is ever taken. The situation of Stafford is also offers every facility for an efficient drainage. It is nearly surrounded by a large ditch, in which there might be a running stream of water, well calculated to remove all impurities, but it is always choked up and in a stagnant state. The Dune books, heck yeah. That'd be pretty cool. Rowan, what you got going on today, buddy? Oh, Joe, you getting ready to run a stream after a while, I'm sure. The River So is also close to the town. There aren't any sewers, even in the principal streets, and the water being carried off by open channels in the lunatic asylum, which closely adjoins the town. Average 250 patients. Great attention is paid to cleanliness, and we never have any infectious diseases. Thriller and mystery retro. All right. Heck yeah. Mystery retro. That sounds really cool. See what I need to run to the restroom. So, going to play. Hey, Native. Good morning. How you doing, darling? Sydney Cat. Welcome, welcome. Who else did I see out there? Natives. Cuss, 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 cuss. Awesome, awesome. Test, test, test. Zombie queen, zombie queen. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. Grammy, ska, 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 ska. Kitty, 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 kitty. Super tingles. Sydney Cat, Sydney Cat, Sydney Cat. Rowan, ska, 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 ska. Yeah, y'all check out Hojo's channel. Watching this. Yeah, they'll get Rowan's link out there too. You son of a skull. Sydney Cat. He's starting a new sledgehammer workout. Want to see an on-stage production of The Kite Runner. Huh. Yeah, he's been swinging that sledgehammer, huh? Okay. I know that'll get you in shape. The Zombie Queen. Super lady, super lady, super lady. Let's see what happens. Put him up there like that. Do that like that. Do that. Y'all want to see some of the other art for a minute? During our quick little intermission. Super lady. Scuss. Don't forget to hit the like. God, I think I got a mosquito in here. Sydney, you just getting started or you ending your day? I know Monarch's about to get it. Tingle, 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 tingle. Proceeding northward. A report from Mr. Bland, the medical officer of the McClussfield Union, gives the following description of the state of the residences occupied by many of the laborers of that town. part of the town called the Orchard Watercoats. There are 34 houses without back doors or other complete means of ventilation. Houses are chiefly small, damp, and dark. They are rendered worse with respect to dampness, perhaps, than they would be from the habit of the people closing their windows to keep the warm. Near these houses are 3 privies uncovered. Here, little pools of water with all kinds of offal. Dead animal and vegetable matter are heaped together, a most foul and putrid mass, disgusting to the sight and offensive to the smell. The fumes of contagion spreads periodically itself in the neighborhood and produces different types of fever and disorder of the stomach and bowels. The people inhabiting these abodes are pale and unhealthy. And in one house in particular, pale, bloated, and rickety. No ventilation in the bedrooms. Each house contains 2 rooms. Sleeping room above. Each room is about 3 yards wide and 4 long. Thank you, everybody, for being here this morning. Saturday, 66 degrees, mostly cloudy in South Mississippi. In one of these houses, there are 9 persons belonging to one family. And the mother is on the eve of childbirth. There are 44 houses in the 2 rows and 22 cellars, all of the same size. The cellars are rented as separate dwellings. These are dark, damp, and very low, not more than 6 feet between the ceiling and the floor. The street between the 2 rows is 7 yards wide, in the center of which is the common gutter, or more properly sink, into which all sorts of refuse is thrown. It is a foot in depth. Thus, there is always a quantity of putrefying matter contaminating the air. At the end of the rows is a pool of water, very shallow and stagnant. And a few yards further, a part of the town's gas works. In many of these dwellings, there are 4 persons in one bed. Backwater Street, the other locality of fever, is proverbially the most filthy street in the town and contains a number of lodging houses and Irish who mostly live in dark, damp cellars. which the light can scarcely penetrate. C'est la vie, c'est la vie. C'est sk. It is not to be wondered at such places should be the constant foci of fevers. There is scarcely a house in Shepherd's Buildings that has not been affected with fever. Many of the streets are unpaved and almost covered with stagnant water. Which all the people throw all kinds of rejected animal and vegetable matters, which then undergo decay and emit the most poisonous exhalations. These matters are often allowed from the filthy habits of the inhabitants of these districts, many of whom, especially the poor Irish, are utterly regardless both of personal and domestic cleanliness. And there are two other localities which must be considered as peculiarly fitted for the generation of malaria. I mean the wasteland in front of Bradshaw Gate. Also, that's situated between Green Owls Row and a Kerfoot's Row. The latter is one complete pool of stagnant water. Oh, thanks so much, Hojo. Appreciate that. Bree. Is this about a town? This is look at the banner down there, Bree. Edwin Chadwick's report on the sanitary condition of the laboring population of Great Britain in 1842. There's a lesson to be learned from this. Class. Super lady. Depravity of mankind. Hey, Echo. Good morning. Having a cup of coffee? Dung hills are situated therein, being allowed to grow to an immense size. This is the Insane Reading Show. break. Y'all hit that little like button on there. Welcome to the Tingle Room, Rowan. Carrie, tingle. It's Rowan, Boom, check, rah. Got some pretty cool emojis out there. Some of the emojis. Nancy Nancy tingle. Cheap broken brain say sometime think I heard before episode of Andy Griffith. Chief broken brain say Sydney Cat. Well, thanks so much, Rowan. Welcome to the Tinkle Room. Tinkle. It's game! It's impossible to give a proper representation of the wretched state of many of the inhabitants of the indigent class, situated in the confined streets called Pipewell Gate and Kill Gate, which are kept in a most filthy state. To a stranger would appear inimical to the existence of human beings. Each small, ill-ventilated apartment of the house contains a family with lodgers numbered from 7 to 9. And seldom more than 2 beds for the whole. One of convenient offices in the neighborhood is attended with many very unpleasant circumstances, as it induces the lazy inmates to make use of chamber pots, which are suffered to remain in the most offensive state for several days, and are then emptied out the window. The writer had occasion a short time ago to visit a person ill of the cholera. His lodgings were in a room of miserable house situated in the very filthiest part of Pipewell Gate, divided into 6 apartments and occupied by different families to the number of 26 persons in all. The room contained 3 wretched beds with 2 persons sleeping in each. Measured about 12 feet in length and 7 in breadth. Its greatest height would not admit a person standing erect. Received light from a small window. 2 of the number lay ill of the cholera, and the rest appeared afraid of the admission of pure air. Chimneys have lost half their original height. and lean on the roof with fearful gravitation. The rafters are evidently rotten and displaced, and the thatch yawning to admit the wind and wet in some parts, and in all parts utterly unfit for its original purpose of giving protection from the weather. Looks more like the top of a dunghill than of a cottage. Such is the exterior. And when the tenant comes to take possession, he finds it no better than a shed. All right, broken brain. Catch you later, bro. Oh, yeah. Evan Gilly, Vicar of Norman. And wood, it happens to rain, making a puddle on the earth floor. This earth floor, by the by, is one of the causes to which Erasmus ascribed the frequent recurrence of epidemic sickness among the cottagers of England more than 300 years ago. Let's back that up. It's not only cold and wet, it contains the aggregate filth of years. Window frame there is none. There is neither oven nor copper, nor grate, nor shelf, nor fixture of any kind. Imagine the trouble, the inconvenience, and the expense which the poor fellow and his wife have to encounter before they can put this shell of a hut into anything like a habitable form. This year I saw a family of 8, husband, a wife, 2 sons, and 4 daughters, who were in utter discomfort. What's going on, bro? It rubbed me the wrong way. Like button. So I don't know what happened. I don't see where anybody removed any comments. Super Dave, Super Dave, Super Dave. My broska, Super Dave. Tingle, 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 tingle. What's going on? What the fuck? Can y'all hear me? Having broadcast issues. What the fuck, dude? My visuals aren't coming up. You can hear me, huh? What the hell, man? Check, check. Yeah, you can hear me there, but my... I lost my visuals, y'all. That's messed up. Hey, old fart. I seem to lost my visuals. It may end up just being an excerpt tonight. This morning, rather. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Actually, I can see the visuals on the actual screen, but I don't see them on my, let me see something here, y'all. Forgive me. Why is that doing that? Yeah, it's working actually, but I can't see it working. What the hell? Okay. Y'all are seeing everything, but I'm not. Well, I can halfway work with it. Just let me go back. Lordy, freaking EV Mux. The bone pickers were the dirtiest of all the inmates of our workhouse. I've seen them take a bone from a dung heap and gnaw it while reeking hot with the fermentation of decay. Bones from which the meat had been cut raw and which had still thin strips of flesh adhering to them. They scraped carefully with their knives, put the bits, no matter how befouled with dirt, to a wallet or pocket appropriated to the purpose. Oh, don't worry about it, Chief, man. It's all good. They told me that whether in a broth or grilled, they were the most savory dish that could be imagined. I've not observed that these creatures were savage. They were thoroughly debased, often hardly human in appearance. You know what it? One of the things it could be, I got a block word list that it's just the computer taking a comment down whenever certain words are spelled in chat. So I don't know. Well, the EV Mux, they got some kinks to work out. I'm about to switch over to Streamlabs. Get on the same page with Hojo over there. Hojo, you did it, man. Hojo did it. No, Chief, it's probably my fault, man. Probably one of the words in my block list. Yeah, I just made up the photos last night with Leonardo Art AI. got through the first part of that report. The next part talks about circumstances chiefly in the internal economy and bad ventilation of places of work, workmen's lodging houses, which, oh my God, dwellings and the domestic habits of affecting the health of the laboring class. Yeah, a lot of these sounds is probably what you'd have heard back then, so I'm not sure how close AI got. I'd put a description of, Victorian England in the 1840s and told it to make some audio tracks. I had one where, have them at night in the pub drinking and celebrating and singing hymns and bustling city outdoors, London in the morning. Yeah, horses. I think you can hear. I guess it did its best to make horse sounds. I guess, back then you probably would have heard a lot of those squeaking and ear grating sounds. Jack the Ripper's gonna come around the corner, huh? Oh my God, it is a little bit crazy, creepy, like. That people would just go insane back then. Are you enjoying this, Nancy? It has a historical reference, and I feel like a point to make about sanitation. Yeah, I guess it had its dark sides. I read a lot of Edith Wharton, kind of high society type Victorian era. I didn't read a lot. I read a couple of things. I've always been fascinated by the Victorian era, though. Yeah, a lot of people died of dysentery. What a way to go. Shit, right? Okay. Well, you get a free version with the stable audio. It's the name of the. Let me double check. I know somebody was asking me about that. Let me double check the exact name of that. Yeah, stableaudio.com. I think you get like 10 tracks a month for free, and then you can upgrade. It's not too expensive. Oh, I love some of the new AI tools out there. I suppose I probably needed to hit that AI button on this video, but so I am producing some audio. It's supposed to sound like real stuff. So, hey, Todd. House of Horrors. Super Lady, I got a big surprise for everybody within the next 24 hours. Yep. It's going to freak everybody out. Yeah, I can't believe I couldn't see the freaking broadcast. Doing pretty good, Todd. How about yourself? Yeah, it's going to trip you out, Hojo. I can't wait. Don't forget, we got a Three's Company episode coming up real soon with PD and Izzy Ska. Sure, a lot of y'all heard by now that Izzy Pop changed her name to Izzy Scud Designs. She probably hasn't quite rolled out of bed yet this morning. Todd, what you got going on this weekend? You dropping a few bangers or got a live coming up? Nancy Scott, Neptune Tinkles. Oh, appreciate that, Rowan. Listen to those people talking on that audio. Ooh, I felt that. Ooh, yeah. It was good. Oh, hey, Nancy. Hey, chat. Sorry I missed you. Cleaning in the background. Hopefully planting more seeds. Tingle, tingle, tingle. Hey, Tingle Brain. How you doing? I'm doing okay. Skinkles, skinkles. The evils arising from the bad ventilation of places of work will probably be most distinctly brought to view by the consideration of the evidence as to its effects on one particular class of work people. Yeah, sometimes talking to yourself's the best therapy. The frequency of cases of early deaths and orphanage and widowhood led me to make some inquiries as to the causes affecting them. And I submit the following evidence for peculiar consideration. Place in which we used to work at Allen's was a room where 80 men worked together. It was a room about 16, 18 yards long, 7 or 8 yards wide. Lighted with skylights, the men were close together, nearly knee to knee. In summertime, the heat of the men and the heat of the irons made the room 20 to 30 degrees higher than the heat outside. The heat was then most suffocating, especially after the candles were lighted. I have known young men, tailors from the country, faint away in the shop from the excessive heat and closeness. Persons, working men, coming into the shop to see some of the men, used to complain of the heat. Also, the smell is intolerable. Smell occasioned by the heat of the irons and the various breaths of the men really was at times intolerable. The men sat as loosely as they could. Perspiration ran from them from the heat and the closeness. What condition are these workplaces in winter? It's Salvatore. Salvatore here? Hey, Salvatore. Good morning. Wonderful to see you. Super lady. Damn, Todd. Working fucking hard, man. Breathe, Scully. I know, right? Sip of coffee, sip of magic juice. Oh, Nancy got extra credit. Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. That just gives me brain tingles thinking about you saying that. Oh, Nancy, you earn extra bonus credit. I usually lurk. I'll be more visible now. Alright, Rowan. Super Saturday. Super Lady, you got a live stream on Saturday. Super Saturday. Yeah, gold star on my paper. Froggy tinkles. Froggy skull. Froggy tingle. Froggy skull. Yeah, Sandra's gonna grab her some coffee. That's a cool picture, huh, Carrie? Yeah. What condition are these workplaces in winter? I love the picture of the super lady. They were more unhealthy in winter, as the heat from the candles and the closeness is much greater. Any cold currents of air which come in give annoyance to those who are sitting near the draft. There is continued squabbling as to the windows being open. Those who are near the windows and who do not feel the heat so much as the men near the stoves, objecting to their being open. Oh, thank you, Super Lady. Isn't this a great way to learn a little bit about history? Horse shit and empty chamber pots. the oldest, who have been inured by to the heat, did not like the cold, and generally prevailed in keeping out the cold or the fresh air. Such has been the state of the atmosphere, that in the very coldest nights, large, thick tallow candles, quarter of a pound candles, have melted and fallen from the heat. Go back to the beginning. I must hydrate. I guess those are horses. Tingle, 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 tingle. Brojo, hojo, brojo, hojo. The natural effect of the depression was that we had recourse to drink as a stimulant. We went into the shop at 6 o'clock in the morning, but at 7 o'clock, when orders for the breakfast were called for, gin was brought in and common allowance was for half a quarter. The younger hands did not begin with gin. Was gin the first thing taken before any solid food was taken? Yes. And the breakfast was very light. Those who took gin generally took only a half a pint of tea and a half a 2-penny loaf as breakfast. When again was liquor brought in at 11 o'clock? What was taken then? Some took beer, some took gin again. In a general way, they took a pint of porter at 11 o'clock. Three o'clock. Some took beer and some took gin. Just as in the morning. 5 o'clock, the beer and gin came in again, and usually taken in the same quantities. 7 o'clock, the shop was closed. After work, was there any drinking? Yes. Nearly all the young men went to the public house. What were the wages they received? 6 pence an hour. Did they make any reserves from this amount of wages? No. Very few had anything for themselves at the end of the week. How much of the habit of drinking was produced by the state of the workplace? I should say the greater part of it. Great numbers of them die of consumption. Diabolical. Diabolical. Professor, does everyone's shadows get left behind or only some? Super lady. 6, 8, and even 10 occupying one room is anything but uncommon. Huddled together at night. Fever finding its way into any of these apartments. Seldom quits it until every member has been attacked. Oh lordy, I've been on mute. Two streams in a row. I've been running my mouth on mute. Ha 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 ha. Like, where'd he go? Yeah, I'm gonna read this part to y'all about the way they slept. I was in the middle of talking about their lodgings. Check. That's right, no Joe. Wait, what the hell? Oh my god, man. I'm getting tired. That's what it is. But we needed to get a narration up today. It's been a couple of chill streams lately without narrating, so tuck it in, super lady. I was talking for about 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and I was getting ready to mute myself to clear my throat, and then I realized I was on mute. Hey, Dirty. Good morning, bro. Yeah, you. How you doing this morning, man? You just getting up? Whew. Yeah, I knew they never left me. Most especially all my super kitties. Debbie. Good at that, aren't you? Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. Oh, man. Yeah, I've been up all night, Dirty. I mean, if I get, half or 2/3 of this document read, to me, it serves its purpose. Just floating around us all little air orbs. Oh, I can't do the female voice. I'm getting tired. Yeah, we've been going 2 hours. Diabolical. I love saying your name. Yeah. Hot lemon and honey. Mm. Coconut or olive oil. Oh yeah. Diabolical. Yeah, I was thinking about going back to Holland, that'd be cool. Hey, Rosia. Morning. Diabolical. Tingle. I love sweet potato. Oh yeah, it's getting hot like early this year, isn't it, Dirty? Crazy. Ja, wijken ook een beetje Nederlands praten. Als je wilt. Magic flying potato. Magic tingles. Speckled dough-age. Coffee and joy. 65 here today. Test. Yeah, anybody see that aurora last night? Oh, that's pretty cool. I wonder, I can see the comments. Let's see something here. Oh yeah, show my comments. The beer steins. Yeah, those are cool, man. I think my parents used to have a couple of beer steins from Germany. Dirty, did you get anything on that? Dirty's been sending me some awesome pictures. No, I'm kicking myself. Why are you kicking yourself, man? I win here. Totally forgot to look. Oh, you forgot to look, yeah. I went out and looked, but I didn't see anything. I mean, I'm down here in South Mississippi, but I did hear somebody in Mississippi saw it. Yeah, they got the super solar flares going on. Ooh, I'm about out of my mind right now. A plus. There we go. Some extra credit. Shit, that'd be crazy, huh, Nancy? People start like losing power and shit. Forrest, I want to go home, Forrest. No, don't like no power. Bad enough with all the tornadoes. You get a sip of water. Oh, man. Ascending to the upper room by a ladder, it seemed to be a sleeping room. The dimensions of the floor were, of course, the same as the room below. There was no fireplace, which indeed was not wanted. Neither was there any opening into a chimney produced circulation of air. Along one side of the room were three beds, each 6 feet long by about 4 feet and a half wide. Three beds extending the length of the room. Then there were three other beds on the other side, and the furthest end was a seventh bed extending from the one line of beds to the other. Immediately over these 7 beds and supported on posts were 7 other beds placed exactly in the same way. Of course, the person who slept in each of the 6 beds of the upper tier next to the wall could raise his head only a very little on the way account of the roof. Each of these 14 beds was intended for 2 persons. Only a few men were employed at the mines, but they might not be made to receive 3 men each, and in case of need, a boy lie across at their feet. There was no opening of any sort to let out the foul air, yet from 39 to 40 persons might have slept there, the men perspiring from their work and inhaling the small dust from their clothes floating in clouds. The beds were stuffed with chaff. There were blankets but no sheets. The furniture of the lodging shop is supplied by the masters. The bedding and blankets are supplied by the miners themselves. They are taken home sometimes to be washed. On Friday, the miners leave and beds are rolled up to prevent damp. I visited the lodging shop on Monday morning. The beds had not been slept in for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights preceding, yet was the smell most noxious. There was one excellent thing connected with this lodging shop. There was a small but beautiful stream of water which was conducted across the fell to this spot. Came through an iron pipe next to the door, so that the men had an abundant supply of the pure element. I next went to see another lodging shop on a large scale. Though the beds had not been occupied for the 3 preceding nights, the smell was to me utterly intolerable. What the place must be like in the summer nights is, happily for those who have never felt it, utterly inconceivable. The medical men are best able to give a judgment on these matters. Coughing of a few interrupted the sleep of others. Men coming from the mine at 12 o'clock at night and frying their bacon at the fire below sent up an odor which added to the already too suffocating smell of the sleeping room above. The great number was an aggravation of what is intolerable at best. Hey, Nikki, Scully. The men all said that their lodging shop was a fair sample of all the lodging shops in the country. I have, however, since seen one refinement of which these men did not seem to be aware, and that was a lodging shop in which were not only the beds and tiers all around the room, but there also was a bed suspended or swung from the top of the room, which economically filled up a space which otherwise would have been vacant. Diabolical. Our lodging rooms were such as not to be fit for a swine to live in. In one house, there was 16 bedsteads in the room upstairs. 50 occupied these beds at the same time. We could not always get all in together, but we got in when we could. Often 3 at a time in the bed and 1 at the foot. I have several times had to get out of bed and sit up all night to make room for my little brothers. There was not a single stone or board on the lower floor. There were pools of water 12 inches deep. You might have taken a coal rake and raked off the dirt and potato peeling 6 inches deep. At one time, we had not a single coal. In the winter time, the icicles came through the roof, and within 12 inches of the people sleeping in bed. During a thaw, water dropped plentifully into the beds. In the upper beds, the person sleeping next to the wall cannot raise his head or change his shirt. In many houses, fowls roost on the rafters and on tops of the bedsteads. The fluvia in these houses are offensive. Must prove very unwholesome. It is scarcely necessary to say that these houses are very filthy. They swarm likewise with fleas. Several of the family were ill of typhus fever, and I remember the horse stood at the back of the bed. In this case, the stench was dreadful. In addition to the horse, there were fowls, and I think the family was not under 10 souls. Father died of typhus on this occasion. Crowding is fearful. Nancy. I think we're all in the zone. Oh my God. That's hilarious. I think I'll refrain from typing for a minute. I'm high as hell. Sue. All right, Hojo. Appreciate you, bro, Joe. Tingle. Hey, good morning, Shane. Shane over at Paralife TV. Good morning. How they lie down to rest, how they sleep, how they can preserve common decency, how unutterable horrors are avoided is beyond all conception. Ooh. Awesome. Zo. Ooh. So what do y'all think about that? The depravity of mankind. Shane, you getting a quick start on the day? Yeah, I think that's going to conclude the reading part. Definitely think my voice has had enough. It's put on a trailer. Oh man, I can't hardly talk. Mm, it's gonna be work. Hmm.
which has determined your fate. I've never seen so clear, I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here, the sound of deafening fear. You don't die if you try, you just might get a little bit of trouble, K-A-I-F-E, right in your side, you will never see me coming. You don't die if you try, you just might get a little bit of trouble, K-A-I-F-E, right in your side, you will never see me. My energy is next level, so damn you better be careful. I got an angel and devil, he snaps me straight in the temple. I'm ready to be a rebel, I've got a lot of potential hidden inside of this vessel. That shit is so exponential. I need a first class ticket to the top, no limit. I don't play no gimmicks, I'ma take you to the clinic. If you want a taste, come at me and you will be replaced. They won't find a trace of you anywhere or any place. You don't die if you try, you just might get a little bit of trouble, K-A-I-F-E, right in your side, you will never see me coming. You don't die if you try, you just might get a little bit of trouble, K-A-I-F-E, right in your side, you will never see me coming.
Laissez les bon temps rouler, or in English, let the good times roll. 20-year-old Margie Main has just returned from France, where she studied culinary arts. Upon her arrival, she meets an old Cajun man at the griddle house. His name is Michel Boudreau. He's 87 and has plenty of wisdom to offer her. After all, she has plans to open a restaurant with an inheritance she'll receive on her birthday. And Boudreau's grandmother's recipes fit the bill. She learns that the old Cajun has lost his crawfish farm in South Louisiana due to the oil spill. He tells her that the oil company has denied his claim. He has lost everything. On the 10th Sunday, they meet once a week. Boudreaux pulls out an old Colt 45 and holds up the place, leaving Margie stunned as they are held hostage. His plan is to get back at the oil company, but in a way that Margie cannot condone. Intrigue, extortion, gut-wrenching drama, a thriller of the 7 deadly sins versus the oil company, and how the Gulf oil spill has affected our lives. Laissez les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll.